We're starting with the ghost, and then we'll go to the romantic tarot, and then I think that's the Paulina tarot. Let's see what we got here. Pulling up the cosmic. All right. This one's interrupting. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm getting something about the river coming in. It's coming in. There was a river, there was lovers, and the lovers are here. 6 of Wands, there was victory going on. Something that you built, something that was built together with these lovers. There were teams of people, there were ships of some sort. Boats, I don't know if they're boats or ships. Building and lumber. And labor. This person was very, you were with a person that was very, very skilled with like woodcraft. It's not woodcraft like crafty. It's woodcraft like they would know how to do certain joints and joints that would make a structure sound and solid, and they would do this on a boat. Prince of Wands. Yeah, this is the guy that had the fiery skill. I think he was a little bit junior to you. Not hugely so, but a little bit younger than you. I think people were kind of a little skeptical about this relationship because he was a little bit junior.
Moses was my husband.
Now something happened, something happened. It's not the end of this for them. It's the end of something else. So what happened here? Oh. It seems like one of the ships that he really had put a lot of his work into did not return. Is that what we're getting? A ship went down? Yeah, the ship that had momentum that was supposed to come in at a great speed, yeah, it went down. It was going. It was something that was traveling too fast. Super focused, and there was a storm. The water back and forth. The devil on this, yeah. Holy cow. There could have been family or people that you knew that went down with this. Yeah. Yeah. The way that you would earn money, the two of you, the balance got thrown off by this. Completely thrown off. It needed to be a new start. Credibility issue comes up. Even though your person was great at this, there was credibility issues, and there was rumor mongering. That's a word. Yeah, people speaking daggers. You know, their eyes shoot daggers at the people. People spoke daggers at somebody. Here you come in as the princess. This is the two of you. Keep this right here. The teamwork that you had. So what did you guys end up doing to change this or pivot? Oh, we need to go to the ghost now. This is more about the ship and the people that went down. What's the deal? Your person was very haunted by this. He felt like it was his fault. It wasn't his fault, but he felt like it was. There was some malice involved. Somebody had much to gain by getting that ship sunk. Interesting. There were powers that be that wanted this to not go forward. Powers that be that wanted that ship completely gone. It wasn't necessarily personal to you or your person. It was whatever was going on with the business. This is like a different power broker. I don't know if he's necessarily king, but a power broker that understood the world, understood navigation, understood what to do to sabotage or who could compete, and wanting of a monopoly. Wanting to own everything. Now this is a walking away, and this is also a woman coming up. What is that about? There's a sister energy coming up. This isn't a sister to either of you. This is a rivalry of a powerful house. A sister and a brother. Really, really huge rivalry. Sister got sunk. Sister's endeavor got sunk, and I think she was on the ship when it went down. Oh, fuck yeah, and he's happy as can be. Cold as ice, that fucker. Happy to bring the hearse to her. Happy to bring the hearse. Like, this guy should have the Reaper all over him. Happy to bring the hearse forward on her. Yeah, it wasn't on him. This is something that you help him learn, but he still doesn't have an easy time letting go of that. There's an energetic shift in him, a shift in how he operates from then on. But I don't know what he does as far as work goes. There's like work and money become a little bit of a challenge from then on. Now this is interesting. We're going into the romantic tarot. This is kind of Victorian era. Time is fluid. It's just the imagery of this deck that I wanted. It's not necessarily stuck in this time frame. It seems like every year he would go and mourn the loss of what happened on this. Now this is showing this guy looking over the top of water. It's not so much that he's on the bridge, but every year the day that this went down, the day that this fell apart, he's very much aware of. Feels like he lost station because of this. And he felt like he went backwards into more of a servant versus an artist mode on what he was doing. It'd be like if he started manufacturing chairs or something instead. That'll have a difference. He still had the skills, but he wasn't as into the love of his work. I don't think he ever built anything about a ship again. There's a discovery made. A season and a cycle that turned upside down. Ooh, the drama. There's a season and a cycle that turned upside down. You were with him a lot in what you were doing and what he was doing. It's like silent partner. Not so much that you had the money backing this, but you guys were together doing this. You would travel social circles and know what was going on. There was some sort of an addiction issue with somebody that held a lot of power that you knew about. He had discovered something. Big dances, big pavilions, big ballrooms. Big dances, big ballrooms, big pavilions, big theaters. These kinds of things. Like he would do sets and stuff for theater companies, but he would also know people. Yeah, this one has a trouble. This big man power broker person here, he has a trouble. Anything else? It's like there was sweeping things behind the scenes that were going on that you were able to catch. Oh, you definitely knew who was zooming who. You knew people in this theater end of things, and you knew the insides out. What did you do? Why did you know this? All right, let's go back to here.
But geez, talk about loyalty and silence.
Yeah. Why did you know? You knew the information and the juicy tidbits. I don't think you blackmailed anybody. I don't think he did either. That wasn't wired into you. But you knew these things. It would have to come forward at some point. You guys would have to move forward. This was later in the life. I think the loyalty during this time of turbulence, during the whole thing, it wasn't hugely out of loyalty for this person, although they felt that. It's just character. You guys both had impeccable character, high integrity, and there was reward for that. There was value for that. So at the point where he would have just been building chairs, so to speak, and not doing ships anymore, the starting of building theaters and building sets and all of this, that helped reinvigorate. It helped infuse money, yes, but it helped him still have this love that he liked, that you could both be doing. Like you could say to him, hey, I want it to look like da-da-da-da-da. And you tell him, yeah, I need to have a roiling sea effect, and then I also need some sort of carriage, or I also need some sort of building facade. Can you do this? So this is where you had an artistic eye and he had skills, and it would come together beautifully in that way. There was a real balance. There was a gentleness that comes in after that. The turbulence kind of ends. The strength card is here, and it's taking me to there's somewhere, I don't know if it's Wales or somewhere in England. There's an outdoor theater that this woman built all on her own. You'd have to look it up. It's like an outdoor theater that she built all on her own. Her story might be interesting to you because you did similarly indoors. You were the heart and soul of this. Almost like a benefactor, but not a really well-moneyed benefactor, but enough that you guys provided for yourselves. Two of Wands. Yeah, making the plans together and always traveling together. You guys would travel and redo and revitalize things. You became known for the set decor. Yeah. There's a little bit of stuck into this. A little bit of hostage to your own gift. It's like you couldn't carve out another niche. Like if you decided all of a sudden you wanted to be doing needlepoint or baking or whatever, it couldn't have happened back then. Nah, you were already locked in. Some kind of calamity happens. It's like a calamity that burns down and rebuild. And walking over into new peacefulness. Yeah. A fire at one of the theaters.
I'm stuck in my craft now.
Yeah. Well, enjoy it. No reason to resist it. You might be somebody that does one main craft or two main crafts per lifetime. You know, that just might be how it goes for you. This is one of the theaters burned down or had a bad fire and had to be recuperated. I don't know what that's about. You might have to do some homework on some of this. It feels like the theater that you're building, the set design, all of this got burned down, destroyed, and is rebuilt. Anything else? That power broker, I think he held on to his power, retained his power, but reputations were at stake. Something to do with his sister again got out. You guys didn't tell anything. You guys, what were you going to say on this? But there was a fury. A fury about the loss, and then almost being blamed for the loss and the ending, even though it wasn't your person's doing, it wasn't your doing. The power broker guy got a little bonkers because his reputation was under attack. It seemed like that your happiness was under threat one more time before it settled down. Like really, really, this guy could have bankrupted you guys, and he could have done a lot of damage. And it seems like you were able to help temper that response. Like this guy's own ego was in his way regarding what had happened with the ship when he got older. Sounds like guilt got to him, and that you guys were like could have been really damaged by him, not because you've done anything wrong, but just because he would lash out at you. And you were able to settle that down. It's like almost like that he wanted to put something around that was like you guys were jinxed or cursed or, you know, something bad. You were being punished all the time, like the theater that burnt down and the ship, like you brought bad luck to everything, or that was the case. And it seems like he was wanting to go there, and you were like, yeah, no, Buster, that's not going to work. Going to the fate shifters. This dude's death brings new opportunity for you and your person. And that was good, but it was at the end of life. End of you guys' life. You guys were older in years before this guy died. You didn't bring death everywhere you went, but as soon as this guy got off the planet, things went smoother for you. Strange. Anything else? You got more offers. People saw through some of this nonsense. Other people knew that this guy was a problem. That's the damn truth. People saw the truth about you guys. You guys went fine. You went fine after that. It became easier. Holding the boundaries. Easier. Had the higher ground. That's what I've got for you. Is that complete? Yeah. The boundaries, the lesson of holding the truth and holding the higher ground is a lesson you'll get life after life after life. Not because you have to defend, but it's something you learn, you master, and it's important because it also holds some things together. It also holds the setting. It helps hold the backdrop together of other people's worlds a bit. You hold space for witness, observe, create, hold space for other people to do similarly. The space that you create, the environs that you create by holding your own truth is important. It's part of the lesson that you carry each lifetime. That's what I got. That feels complete right there. Wild. I had no idea. These ones always surprise me, guys. Always. Wow. Okay. Wow, kazow. Yeah, and that was the Fate Shifters Tarot at the end. This is the Cosmic Tarot. I got rid of this and then got it back because felt like, oh, I really need that again. It took me a while, though. I had to be on break, you know. Ghost Tarot. Love the Ghost Tarot, especially for these kinds of readings. And sometimes I think I need a second one of this. I don't know, though. Sometimes these ones are like a little bit on the creepy. So, but they're ghosts, so okay. The girl that, you know, watches a scary movie with the lights turned on and the volume turned down. That's me. Now, if it's Nancy Drew or Murder, She Wrote, sure, I can handle that, but come on.